Mining used to be one of the biggest industries in the state, and it could be making a comeback. With the rise of new technology, some minerals are becoming more and more necessary. KMUA's Monica Johnson is here to show us how demand for these materials is impacting people right here in Missouri. Monica.
Critical minerals are all around us. Whether it's a phone, computer, or TV, the device you're watching this on contains some kind of critical mineral, like cobalt or nickel. As tariffs and trade wars are making these minerals more difficult to obtain, the U.S. is looking to rely more on resources at home. This is Fredericktown. The small town in southeast Missouri was built on one main industry, lead mining.
It was a big deal, and it provided, housing was built because of the mines. And people came in, they were brought in as supervisors and leaders at the mine.
When nearby lead mines closed in the 1970s, the town faced an economic downturn.
Some days the only people that would come in were here for the lead remediation. That was the only outside income that was coming to get gas and to be able to buy food in town. Nobody had anything at all, so it was pretty depressing.
But things are changing in Fredericktown.
The town is really growing right now, and we have a good attitude. People are optimistic about the future here
because of new interest in mining and processing critical minerals. The Congressional Energy Act of 2020 describes critical minerals as those vital to the nation's economy, but at risk of supply chain disruption. It includes minerals like nickel, tin, and cobalt, all of which can be found in Missouri. New mining projects bring big promises to Fredericktown.
We definitely need the jobs here, for sure.
And they are planning to rebuild in the county.
Bigger and better, I think.
The Colorado School for the Mines found that many are excited for the opportunities mining brings.
There's a bit of a fondness about mining as part of the culture and part of the economic basis for that area.
Despite some of the costs.
People are excited and but have been impacted by not just the environmental legacies, but the boom-bust cycle and sort of this cautious optimism.
But some are still skeptical. A fire last October destroyed the critical mineral recovery facility in town. Employees of the plant were working to recycle lithium from batteries. The incident forced some residents to evacuate temporarily. In a Facebook post earlier this year, local resident Kimmy Royer, a vocal critic of the industry, said, quote, "I am not against the science or progress of such minerals as the batteries. What I am against is putting that compound where e-waste levels is going to be critical in a small farm community and destroy its already compromised environment." The fire was a reminder of the dangers that can come with the mining industry. All of Madison County, where Fredericktown is located, is a Superfund site. That means the Environmental Protection Agency deems the area, spanning almost 500 square miles, to be contaminated with hazardous waste. In this case, Fredericktown was known to have higher than average lead levels in children over the past few decades, but have decreased as the EPA began cleaning up the area.
When we first started testing, 33% of the children that we tested have had elevated lead levels. Today, those numbers are down to less than 1% of the children we test are elevated.
However, it doesn't take much exposure to make that a concern again.
If you take like a pink sweet and low packet, if you divide that into 1,000 equal parts, one of those parts ingested to a child is all it takes to elevate their lead level.
Researchers at Missouri Science and Technology are looking into different, safer forms of mining.
I'm motivated a lot by the poverty in this region and the chance for revitalization with what we have. This is what we have, and if we do it well, we can use that to bring back wealth and to make people's lives better.
People in Fredericktown are hoping for a middle ground.
I'm hoping that we're smart enough altogether that we can do this and do it right this time and not need remediation for the next generation.
And want the industry to be positive for the town's future.
I'd like my grandkids to not
Have more opportunities.
have more opportunities here.
To stay home.
And would love to see my kids have a nice mining job or a factory job or something like that.
I spoke to several young people in Fredericktown, and many told me they were against mining in the area but declined to speak on record out of fear of backlash. In the studio, Monica Johnson, KMUA News.